how a team will help you get to the top. Stay tuned. Hey, thanks for tuning back in. My name is Robert Mack. So today I want to talk to you about how a team will help you get to the top. Now, before I get into it, I'd like to share a quick story with you and show you a photo. So, actually, I'll wait for a second to show you the photo. So, in March of 2018, one of my extended team members, my business coach, said, Robert, I got an idea and I want you to come along. And I said, well, tell me more about this. And he said, I want to climb Mount Aconcagua in December, and I want to know if you're in. And I'm like, Mount Aconcagua? I've never heard of it. What is it? And before this, I was always an avid backpacker and hiker, and I loved camping, and I loved the outdoors. So I was like, well, let me learn more about this and see what's going on. And what I learned after researching it was that it was a 14-day expedition to climb the tallest peak in South America. And I was like, there's no way I can do this. I can't just be disconnected from work, from life for 14 days. He's like, well, it's actually 20 days because we have to get to the mountain early and prep. And then we're going to climb, then we're going to come back down. And I'm like, I can't leave my office for 20 days. Whatever. Long story short, I did it. And what I want to share with you today is how the team that they assembled was the reason why I got to the point I got to. And how it relates to real life and how it relates to you wanting to either buy a home or sell a home. Now, to climb this mountain, let me show you this picture so you can put it into perspective. This is a picture of me right here and 3 of my friends hiking up to Camp 2 from Camp 1. This is like day 9 or 10. And you can see how extreme the situation was. Now, at first glance, when you look at this photo, you think, wow, what an epic picture. But what you don't see behind the scenes is the 30 people that helped me and my team get to that point. You see, we had 3 guides that were helping us. And those guides came from a company called Aventuras Patagónicas. And the owner of that company was Santiago. So Santiago and I and the team spoke, fine-tuned all the details. Then he teamed us up with 3 of his guides who are experts at hiking the mountain to make sure we got to the top. Now, above and beyond that, what we didn't know we were getting into was all the different people that were in charge of making sure we had an amazing experience, right? From the medical team to the porters that helped us with our supplies, to the mules that carried a lot of the heavy weight up the mountain, to the kitchen staff that made sure we had food and were properly nourished. I mean, you name it. We had so many different people involved in helping my team and I get to the top that we wouldn't have been able to get that photo if we didn't have that team. And now I want to talk to you a little bit about how a team can help you get to the top of what you're trying to get to. Buying a home is a big, scary decision. It's also very exciting. But if you don't have the right team on your side, you're not going to get from where you are to where you want to be successfully through a good experience and to make sure that the decisions you made were the right decisions. And same with the seller. Selling your property and liquidating your assets, or selling your home and then transitioning to a bigger home so that you can, have a better place for your family and a higher quality of life. These are big mountains that you want to climb. And what's important to understand is the average agent in Orange County, 90% of them are solo practitioners. They do everything. Now, could I have climbed this mountain with just one person? It's not impossible. It's absolutely doable. But how do most people get to the top? Most people get to the top because they have a team of trained professionals helping them every step of the way. Now, I don't believe I could have got to the top of this mountain with one person. It would have just made the situation so much more challenging and maybe unsuccessful. But the team is what helped me get to the top. When you're selling or buying a home, there's a lot that goes into it. And you want to work with an agent who's going to hold your hand from beginning to end and make sure everything happens, but also work with an agent who has team members on staff to make sure your experience is efficient, pleasurable, successful, predictable. You don't want any bad surprises. You also want a team that works with extended team members like title and escrow and home inspectors and handymen and contractors and electricians and plumbers and all those other things that are required to make sure that you get from point A to point Z. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in the Orange County area and you want to learn more about how my team and I can help you get to the top, you can send me a DM. If you saw this on social media or an email or a phone call, we're very easy to get in touch with. We'd love the opportunity to work with you. If you found this video on social media, give me some social media love. If you have a video idea you ever want me to talk about in the future, send that my way. And again, as a reminder, if you have any questions about the real estate process, buying or selling, you just want to talk shop, you just want to pick my brain, you have a few questions you want to ask, it's all good. However you want to communicate, we are an open book. We want to help. Thank you so much for watching. Happy selling.